Hi, Facebook. Sorry, my computer died. So I'm back. Hopefully y'all are still there. I'll give you a second to rejoin. I'm sorry about that. Okay, hopefully y'all are rejoining me on Facebook. My computer died, which I cannot complain about my computer dying. I'm just happy to have power. Hey, Instagram Live, thanks for hanging in with me. I died on Facebook, so I'm trying to restart. So give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Hopefully those of you who are on Facebook Live with me, I'm sorry, my computer died, and hopefully you can rejoin me on the new live feed. So I was talking about, somebody was asking me, if you don't have flood insurance, what can you do to prepare right now? Really, all I can suggest is that you try to take inventory of the things that you have. And this is something we really should do anyways, but a lot of us don't have an inventory of everything we have. So that way, when something happens, you're not trying to figure out what you lost. So I would take pictures and also write down, if you have time or if you're able to, write down the items that you have in your home. So take a quick inventory so that you know what you have. And then I would also move as much as I can to higher ground and collect all of the things that are super important to me. So the question was, if you don't have insurance, flood insurance, what should you do to prepare right now? And so that's what you should do to prepare. Hi, Chaka. I see you have a question. That is a great question. Will FEMA help those without flood insurance? I will find out the answer to that. I've heard that there are some programs that will help if you don't have flood insurance, but that FEMA is for the flood insurance program. So you actually have a policy through them that pays for flood insurance. But I will find out for you to confirm that. And fellow agents, if you're on and want to chime in, please feel free. I don't know everything, but I'm just trying to help everybody navigate through this disaster that we're experiencing. So Chaka, I will find out for you. Hi, Monica. Thanks for rejoining. I'm sorry for those of you who were on Facebook Live with me. My computer died, and so I had to restart. So thanks for joining me again. So I'm not sure, Monica, I know you asked a great question. I'm not sure if you heard me, so I'm going to repeat it. She asked, if you do not have flood insurance, do I have any advice for what you should do to prepare for what's going on right now? And my answer is, I would first take inventory if possible. Inventory of your home is something, and your business. Let's not forget about your business too. Home and business. Inventory is something that you should have, and a lot of us don't. But inventory meaning know what you have in your home, so that if something's damaged or something's lost, you know what it looks like, where it was in your home. We have so much in our home that we don't realize that we have. So I would definitely take inventory of my home first. And then I would make a list of items. There's also a home inventory app. I'll find the name of it, hopefully before we get off, or I'll post it. So you can use an app to take pictures and keep track of inventory of your home. I would also try to move anything that I can to higher ground if possible. And anything that's really important to you, I would try to keep in a bag or something that you can grab quickly, that's easy, that you can take with you if needed. Because what we're experiencing right now is people having to hurry out of their homes and their places of business, and they're not being able to grab everything. So I would definitely go ahead and prepare special documents. Let's not forget about pictures. Memories just cannot be replaced. So if I could give advice, I would say collect the things that are most important to you and most valuable to you, get them prepared, try to put them in somewhere in a higher level of your home where they won't get damaged if the flood comes in, and take inventory of your home. So Monica, I hope I answered your question. And thank you for those of you who are rejoining me on Facebook Live. My computer died, so I had to redo or reopen a Facebook Live. So hopefully you all will join me on the new feed. So I'm still looking at your questions. Thank you, everybody who's chiming in. And those of you who are not in Texas or not experiencing this disaster that we're experiencing here, we really appreciate your prayers and all your concern. So those of you who are just joining in, I'm really doing this to try to answer your questions. I'm getting a lot of questions from people, and insurance is kind of one of those things that it's unknown. So we don't understand our policies, so we have a lot of questions. So I'm here to try to help navigate through the process. I don't have all the answers, but I will definitely try to find the answers for you for what I don't know. So any other questions? Okay, I have a couple things that the National Flood Program, which is through FEMA, they said if you have water damage, you want to make sure that you, if it's on your carpet, if your carpet is damaged, it's okay to go ahead and pull it up and remove it. But they said keep a 2 foot by 2 foot piece of the carpet and make sure you take pictures. If you can only snap one picture, fine. But if, we will take what you have. I mean, they're going to have to take what you have. If you don't have a picture, they're going to work with that too. You don't have to have these things. But if you have pictures and have documents of things, it's going to make your claims process go so much smoother, and it's going to make it quicker for you. So one of the key things is to, if you take pictures, take the picture of the actual serial number of something. So, this isn't a good example. This is my business phone. But on the back of it, a device that usually has a serial number, your computer, your TV. So make sure you're not just taking a picture of the front of the device. Make sure you take a picture of the device from the front, the side, the back, and take the serial number as well as any damage. The other thing that they said we should be doing, if you start to see damage on items, go ahead and start to make a list of damaged things. Make an inventory list, write the name of the item, then write the date and the year and the month, if you have it. If not, no big deal. Just try to put down as much information as you have when you purchase the item and how much it costs and where you purchased it from. Hi, Katrina. Hi, Shalette. Thanks for joining, everybody. So those are some of the tips from FEMA to be able to make your claims process go a little smoother. Try to have all that information for them instead of having to call, file the claim, and then go back and get all this information together. The other thing is, if you're cleaning water, like say water damage, sometimes you get that water line. If you're trying to clean up, they say use 1 part bleach to 4 parts of water. That's going to help clean the damage. Let's see what else. Okay, if your power is on, go ahead and turn. If you have flood damage, for those of you just joining me, thanks for joining. If you have flood damage and your power is still on, go ahead and run the AC. Try to let things air out. If you don't have power, go ahead and keep your windows open. Now, right now outside my window, it's raining pretty hard, so we don't want to open the windows while it's raining. But once it stops and you're able to, if you don't have power and you have had flood damage, go ahead and let things air out. Those of you who are just joining me, if you have flood damage, it's okay to start removing things, but make sure you take pictures of everything first. If you have an automobile that has been damaged, do not make repairs or do anything until you talk to the adjuster. So there's a difference here in how you're going to handle flood insurance for your home, your apartment versus your auto. So again, if you have auto insurance and you have full coverage, flood insurance is covered under your comprehensive coverage. Do not make any repairs or do anything besides take pictures until you have filed a claim and talk to an adjuster. On your home, it is okay to start removing things, but make sure you have pictures. And if it's carpet, then you want to make sure you have the 2-foot by 2-foot square of carpet and pictures. The other thing is make sure you have an inventory list. I know I'm repeating myself, so some of you are probably hearing this a lot, but I'm trying to make sure that everybody chiming in is able to get this information. And if you have questions, please post them, and I'm trying to answer them as they pop up. Make sure you're taking good photos with serial numbers. Make sure you're creating an inventory list. The other thing is, if you have flood damage, make sure you're keeping the damaged contents and the undamaged items separate. So once things are starting to get damaged, move them to the side, take pictures. And I think the reason for that is they don't want the damaged items to mess up the non-damaged items. So go ahead and separate them. So let's see if I have anything else. Renter's insurance, we haven't talked a lot about. If you have renter's insurance, it does not cover flood insurance. So if you're wondering, you have renter's insurance and you've had some flood damage and you're wondering if it's covered, unfortunately, most of the time it is not. But you can always check your policy and check with your carrier as well. So I think I've covered most of the common questions. I'm going to repeat them one more time for those who might have just chimed in. If you have an auto policy and you have flood insurance, it is covered under comprehensive coverage. If you have general liability, it is not covered. And as far as flood insurance, if you have flood insurance, hi, Ms. D. If you have flood insurance, you need to go ahead and start making a list of things that are damaged, taking pictures, make sure you're taking good pictures. If you do not have flood insurance, one of the biggest questions I'm getting is it too late to get flood coverage? And unfortunately, the answer to that is yes. You cannot purchase flood insurance right now. No one can. We're on lockdown in the state of Texas. So even without being on lockdown, if you purchase flood insurance today, it won't be effective for 30 days. So even if you purchased it today, it would not cover damage from Hurricane Harvey. So I'm getting that question a lot. I don't see any other questions. I know I probably rambled a lot, but I'm just trying to go through a lot of the questions that I'm getting, and I wanted everybody who's joining in to be able to get answers. If you have questions, please feel free to direct message me. You can call me. My office lines are open. The office number is 281-549-5264. Or you can email me at Camille@chicksinsurance.com. And all this information is on my social media as well as on my website, chicksinsurance.com. So I see some of you joining in. Hi, Hatsuri and Lynn Tiffany. Man, some people I haven't seen or talked to in so long. I hate this under these circumstances, but it's good to see you. Hi, Miss Anita. And so I'm just kind of hanging around for questions and trying to help people understand what's covered and what's not covered and navigate through this disaster that we're experiencing here. It's kind of unbelievable. I've been watching the news. I've almost been stuck in the flood waters, but I'm grateful that myself and my family are safe, and I'm praying that yours is too. And anything I can do to help try to get you covered or help you understand your coverage so that you can quickly recuperate from this disaster. That's truly what it is a disaster. So anything that I can do to help at this point, please feel free to contact me. And I see some people coming in, so I'll I'll keep going over some of the information I've talked about a little bit. And if you have questions, please feel free to put them out on the social media. I'm looking several ways because I'm on 3 different devices. I'm on Facebook Live, SC Hicks Agency, and I'm on Facebook Live on my personal page, as well as Instagram Live at C Hicks Agency, and on my personal page, Camille G. Hicks. So hi to everyone. So I hope you can see me. Hi, Spectra Management. Thank you for asking. Hi, Omar. My family is fine. We're all safe and dry. Thank you for asking. I appreciate the people who are not even, there's people who are not even living here that have been really concerned and calling and messaging and making sure that we're okay here in Houston and the rest of Texas, because this is affecting a lot of people. So I know I see some new people chiming in, so I'll go over a couple things really fast. But if you have auto insurance, flood insurance is covered, but it's only covered if you have full coverage, which is comprehensive and collision, but it's going to fall under your comprehensive coverage. So if you have auto coverage and you have damage from the flood, it is covered, and you can go ahead and file a claim. If you only have general liability, unfortunately, is not covered under your auto insurance policy. Thank you, Omar. I appreciate your prayers. Any other questions? If you have renter's insurance, hi, Nicole. If you have renter's insurance, it does not cover flood. A lot of people have been asking me that question. Unfortunately, it does not cover flood. And this is part of the reason I'm doing this having this conversation, doing this live video. Flood insurance is relatively inexpensive, especially if you're not in a flood zone. But here in Houston, I have seen this happen. This is the second time I've gone through a flood since I've been in the insurance business. This is by far the worst one that I've seen, and I'm from Houston. But flood insurance is relatively inexpensive, especially if you live in a place that's not a flood zone. When I say relatively inexpensive, hi Nolan, it's maybe $200 for the year, depending on where you live. That's for the whole year. And so that would cover everything that we're experiencing right now. And unfortunately, a lot of people, even though we live in Houston, we don't all live in flood zones. So, a lot of people are wondering, well, why don't they have flood insurance if you live in Houston? But many of us have lived here for our whole lives and have never been flooded. So this is new. And at this point, I do tell everybody, get flood insurance. It's relatively inexpensive and it covers you. So a lot of people are asking, is it too late to get flood insurance? And unfortunately, it is. Flood insurance has a 30-day wait period. So a lot of people are wondering, can we get insurance right now? And the answer is no. So hi, Ian. Hi, thank you for your concerns. I appreciate all the people that are out of state that are praying for us and checking in on us. My family's safe. I'm safe. We're dry and safe. But everybody cannot say the same right now. So insurance can alleviate some things. If you have it and don't understand your policy, feel free to contact me. But I see a lot of people are chiming, some more people are chiming in right now. I can't say a lot. Please share this video because I'm willing to answer questions right now. If you have auto insurance, flood insurance is covered if you have full coverage. Flood insurance, if you don't have it, homeowners and renters insurance does not cover flood. I've been getting a lot of questions like that. If I miss your question, I'm looking at 3 different devices. If I miss your question, please feel free to post it again. Thank you, Miss Anita, for your prayers. All day, today, yesterday, even Friday, I've been watching people deal with the flood